What if I told you that one man climbed into a heavily guarded museum, stole $100 million worth of priceless art, and disappeared into the night without a trace? Sounds like something straight out of a movie, right? Well, this isn't Hollywood. This is the story of the Spider-Man heist, a real-life crime so bold, so flawless, it left the world speechless. This isn't just a tale of theft. It's a story of obsession, precision, and a master thief who outsmarted the best. The Spider-Man heist wasn't about money alone. It was about leaving a mark on history. How did he do it? Where are the stolen paintings now? And why was Paris, the city of light, caught sleeping? Stick around as we dive deep into this jaw-dropping heist. Let's set the scene. The year is 2010. The location? The iconic Musée d'Art Moderne in Paris. Nestled near the Eiffel Tower, this museum is a fortress of culture, showcasing some of the world's most valuable modern art. Inside, paintings by legends like Picasso, Matisse, Modigliani, and Braque hang on its walls. Pieces worth more than most people's wildest dreams. But for Jaron Tomic, a career thief with a passion for art, this wasn't just a museum. It was a gold mine. Tomic wasn't your average criminal. Known as the Spider-Man for his ability to scale buildings like a superhero, Tomic saw the museum not as an impenetrable fortress, but as an opportunity. And here's a crazy detail. Tomic didn't originally plan to steal 5 paintings. No, his original target was just one, a Fernand Léger masterpiece. But once he was inside, surrounded by treasures, his plan changed. Can you blame him? Imagine standing alone in a silent gallery, priceless art all around you. Would you be able to resist? It all began on the night of May 20th, 2010. Paris was asleep, the streets quiet, and the museum's security system armed. But none of that mattered to Tomic. Armed with nothing more than a crowbar and his climbing skills, he broke a padlock on a window, scaled the museum's facade, and slipped inside. Here's the mind-blowing part. The museum's alarm system? It didn't even go off. Why? Because it had been broken for weeks. Yes, weeks. And no one had fixed it. Let that sink in for a moment. One of the most prestigious museums in the world, guarding art worth hundreds of millions, had a faulty alarm system. Tomic knew exactly where to go. He had scouted the museum beforehand, studying its layout and the positions of its cameras. In just 15 minutes, he made his way through the galleries, carefully selecting 5 masterpieces. Le Pigeon aux Petits Pois by Pablo Picasso, worth $25 million. La Pastorale by Henri Matisse, worth $20 million. L'Olivier Presta Elistock by Georges Braque, worth $10 million. Nature Morte aux Chandeliers by Fernand Léger, worth $15 million. Femme devant un fenêtre by Amedeo Modigliani, worth $20 million. Each piece was carefully removed from its frame, rolled up, and carried out. By the time the museum staff arrived in the morning, Tomic was long gone. The only clues he left behind? An open window and a missing padlock. When news of the theft broke, it was like a bomb had gone off in the art world. How could this happen? How could one man waltz into a museum and steal 5 masterpieces without setting off a single alarm? The museum faced massive backlash. Questions swirled. Why was the alarm system broken? Why weren't the paintings better secured? The public demanded answers, and investigators scrambled to find leads. But Tomic wasn't just any thief. He had been stealing art for years, selling it on the black market to wealthy collectors who didn't ask questions. It took over a year, but in 2011, police finally caught Tomic. How? Through an art dealer named Jean-Michel Corvez. Corvez had been helping Tomic sell stolen pieces, and under pressure, he gave up the thief's name. When Tomic was arrested, his confession was as bold as his crime. He admitted to the heist, describing in detail how he scaled the museum's walls and chose the paintings. But here's where it gets even crazier. Tomic claimed he didn't even want all 5 paintings. He only wanted the Fernand Léger. The others? They were impulse grabs. And what about the paintings? According to Tomic, he handed them over to Corvez, who then passed them to a mysterious buyer. But despite extensive searches, the paintings have never been found. Some believe they were destroyed to hide evidence. Others think they're hanging in the private collection of a billionaire who doesn't care about the law. Let's talk theories. What happened to those masterpieces? Here are some of the wildest ideas. Some believe the paintings are still in Paris, hidden in an unassuming apartment or storage unit. There's a chilling theory that the buyer destroyed the paintings to erase all traces of the crime. Imagine burning a Picasso worth $25 million just to cover your tracks. The art black market is massive, and some theorists believe the paintings have been quietly sold to private collectors who will never reveal their treasures. Here's a bizarre idea. What if the theft was a smokescreen for an even bigger crime? Could someone have orchestrated the heist to distract authorities? The Spider-Man heist isn't the only major art theft in history. In 1990, the Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum in Boston was hit by thieves who stole $500 million worth of art. That case remains unsolved. Tomic trained as a rock climber for years, perfecting his skills before turning to a life of crime. The stolen Picasso, Le Pigeon aux Petits Pois, was painted during his Cubist period and is considered one of his most innovative works. Art theft is one of the most profitable crimes in the world, with an estimated $10 billion worth of art stolen annually. The Spider-Man heist isn't just about stolen paintings. It's a story about human ingenuity, greed, and the lengths some will go to for a piece of history. It's a reminder that even in a world full of cameras and alarms, the perfect crime is still possible. But it's also a tragedy. Those 5 paintings weren't just art. They were pieces of human history, windows into the minds of some of the greatest artists who ever lived. Their loss is a loss for all of us. Art theft is often seen as glamorous, but the Spider-Man heist is a reminder of its darker reality. This wasn't just a theft, it was a cultural tragedy. The stolen works, each a masterpiece in its own right, represented not just monetary value, but the creative legacy of humanity. Their absence leaves a void that money can't fill. For Tomic, the heist was a blend of opportunity and audacity. But his actions have left a permanent scar on the art world. Despite his capture, the mystery endures. Where are the paintings now? Are they rolled up in a dark vault, or adorning the walls of a secretive collector? These questions ignite our imagination and remind us of the allure of the unsolved. The Spider-Man heist is a tale of contradictions, brilliance and recklessness, art and crime, legacy and loss. It challenges us to consider how we value cultural treasures and what we're willing to do to protect them. So, as we close the chapter on this story, the intrigue remains. If those paintings could talk, what tales would they tell? And who's holding on to their secrets? The Spider-Man heist isn't just a story of theft. It's a story of mystery, one that will continue to captivate for years to come. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and join the conversation. Who knows? Maybe one of you holds the key to unraveling this artistic enigma.